worst tier 8 medium tanks. Look at today. The top 5? Yes. Here they are. The Panther 2, the Centurion Mark 1, the M26 Pershing, the T69, and the Indian Panzer. A lot of these are not too bad in stat-wise. Some have got great rate of fire, or reload I should say. T69 is a bit longer, but it has 3 shells in its magazine. A lot of them got good aim time. The dispersion's not bad. And most of them got a decent speed. As we look, you can see the camera ratings. For a medium tank, they're not bad. Credit efficiency, pretty good. I've seen a lot worse. View range, virtually all of them at 274, except for the T69 at 269. Sounds a bit like a pun there. T69, 269. In a minute, we'll just scroll down a bit further, and we'll see how bad these win rates really are. So as we can see here, the win rates for these are 49.43, 48.97, 48.8, 48.57 and 48.37. Not very good at all. These were the lowest 5. There were a couple of others close to it. But there's some great damage done by some of these players. And overall, not bad tanks if you've driven correctly. Let's take a look at some of these. Look at the Panther 2 we will. Yes, briefly. As you can see, it's good for peeking over the rise here. But against the higher tier tanks, this tank sometimes struggles. The armour ain't very good on it. The speed, once you're up to speed, it's pretty good, but getting to speed is very slow. Even though it's had many buffs, in my opinion, it's still lacking. It does not have a good success rate, and that's the reason to it. So this replay, we can see it can quickly get over the rise, get a shot, but unfortunately that one doesn't pen. Yeah, that one does. Working well with the Jag Tiger, his distant cousin, and does nice work there. But yes, in the right hands, this tank can be very nasty to the opposition. And a lovely bounce just then. I believe in this game it's actually under armoured, considering it's a cousin to the Tiger, or Tiger 2 I should say. This tank gets penned quite easily, as you can see. So that's a quick look at the Panther. Let's take a look at the next one now. So, let us look at the Centurion Mark 1 now. This medium tank. Half looks like a heavy tank. But it's not a bad tank at all. So, don't know why. It's got such a bad win rate. Maybe it's just the players playing. But yes, suggest I do. You look up a tank before playing on YouTube and see how others play. It's got a good rate of fire. The turret's not bad on this, it can actually bounce shots. It's got a bit of speed. So yes, It's not a bad tank at all, this one. Well, most tanks are not bad. Just depends on the player playing it, how good the tank can really be. Put his royal fatness in any one of these, and he'd have no problem whatsoever. Or any other OP player like him. But yes, tanks can change from player to player. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to do so well. So yes. So that's a brief look at the Mark 1 and what it can do. So, thank you for this replay, my friend. And let us take a look at the next one. So, we'll have a look at the M26 Pershing, or just known as the Pershing. Once again, it's got a pretty decent turret. But I wouldn't count on any of the armour to protect you. But just like any tank, each tank has its role to do, and if you play it correctly, it can make a big difference to your team and to you yourself. Just as I believe it's Maverick that sent this replay in, Fizzy the one before, and Ozzymurray the one before that. But just as Maverick it is, that is playing in a good hold out position to capture that base. Now he's going to move to help his teammates. As you can see, it picks up the speed reasonably well. It's only 6.6 seconds reload, so it's not bad. With adrenaline, it can make a big difference. Oh, nice block. But like any tank, you don't want to be side on or facing your backside to the enemy. And Maverick turned around so as not to. So thank you, my friend, for this replay. And let's take a look at the next tank. Now we have the T69. This tank's got 3 shells in its magazine. Once all 3 shells are used up, then you can reload. It's got great gun depression, so you could be able to peek over these rises quite easily. But the armour, once again, I would not rely on it. You could get lucky now and then and bounce a couple of shots, just like that. And some people don't realise that this medium does have 3 shells in its magazine, so you can catch people unawares. And this is the first game I've ever played in this tank, and I enjoyed it, to be honest. I shift walk one stage in this game, I was going to get rushed, but no, they didn't push their advantage. As you can see, I backed right up and got away with it. The disadvantage to this tank is, even though you got the reload, the adrenaline you cannot pump. So, this is a brief look at the T69. Now, the last but not least of the worst of the tier 8 mediums. And here it comes. Now, last replay, it's a Panzer 58. And this is also sent in by Ozzymurray. And the previous one was myself. but yes. It's got a great turret. This one can bounce quite a few shots. It's actually a premium tank, but yes, it's got a bad rep for the medium tanks of this tier. Honestly don't know why it's got such a bad rep when it's such a great tank. But like I said, a lot of players think they know how to play a tank, or seeing the tank for sale and thought, oh, looks good. But instead of actually watching people play the tank, i.e. looking up on YouTube, I go into game and get slaughtered and wonder why. So I hope you enjoyed the worst of the tier 8 mediums. I'll do the rest, the heavies, 2Ds and lights very soon. I'll catch you all around. May the force be with you. And I'll see you later. Bye bye now.